If you have a question, please raise your hand and we'll bring a mic around to you.
Dylan, obviously a lot of the attention on Micah with Tate being hurt. Just how do you feel like he's approached this preparation, getting ready for a big game on Saturday?
Yeah, we've done a great job. Just all across the board. I think we do what we do. We prepare how we've always prepared. For any great opponent, and I think just all across the board we've done a great job so far this week.
Dylan, I just wonder in games of this magnitude, I imagine Carson's demeanor most of the time is probably the same when we practice field. In games like this, what do you notice about the way he just goes about his business? Is it something? Is the entire team kind of feed off? How does that work? That vibe work leading into games like this with Carson?
Yeah, I mean he's just very poised, at all times. I think that's just a trait that he has naturally. I mean, he's just a very poised person. I think adversity is going to come. That's just a guarantee, and he does a great job of just kind of calming us down, just in the huddle. In those little tiny moments that he can control what we can control. So he does a great job with that too.
Dylan, what was your takeaways from how the offensive line played against Kentucky?
I think there was adjustments that we made that helped us, but I think overall, I mean, we need to perform better. We need to perform more dominant and be able to make those adjustments sooner. It's a big part of football is making adjustments, and being able to make those after one or two plays is a lot more essential than a couple drives. So I think just making those adjustments is a big deal.
Yeah, Dylan, how has Jared done so far to start this season, particularly when it comes to communicating things to the rest of the line and to Carson Beck?
I say he's done a great job. I mean, I think communication is a big thing that we have to work on just all across the board. I mean, including myself. I mean, we're going to play in hostile environments. We're going to play in big games. It's just part of our schedule this year. And I think relaying the calls down the line is a big thing that I know I need to work on myself. So Jared's done a great job. I think just relaying calls down the line is going to be the key.
As you mentioned that communication, has there been any more emphasis on that communication, whether it's fall camp or the offseason, just knowing you guys are going to play in Tuscaloosa, in Austin, in Oxford?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think just, going through what we did, last week in our game one, communication has been a thing that we've tried to emphasize since fall camp, and kind of like I said, just relaying the calls, being able to communicate with, signals and all different types of things that, maybe non-verbal communication is a big thing that we've just worked on.
What's your, obviously, the history of Georgia and Alabama has been pretty intense here in recent years. What's your first memories of sort of this rivalry, and just what does it mean to you when you hear Georgia's playing Bama?
I think my first thought, I mean, if I had to think of like a game, I would think of the first national championship they played in when Coach Smart first got here. Like you said, like this is going to be a big game. They're a really good opponent, and I'm just excited. I'm just really excited. I think this team has taken on a role of enjoying hostile environments. And trying to go there and embrace just being in an environment like that. So.
What's the biggest difference you guys have seen in prep for this defense versus the one that you faced last December in Atlanta?
In practice?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say there's been, a huge difference in preparation. I mean, we're going to prepare how we do, from week to week. Crowd noise has been a thing that we've really turned up. We want to be able to play in those hostile environments and play in those tough crowds and be able to communicate, when it's loud and, fans are going crazy. So I think just crowd noise is a big thing that we've started really working on.
Dylan, when Coach Smart was in here, he talked about just how you guys have practiced and, not needing to tell anybody how important this week is, but what has the energy been like in practice this week, just getting ready for this game?
Yeah, it's been intense, I mean, every Tuesday is intense, so, this week has just been, intensity is there, I think the energy is there. All the pieces to that puzzle are there, in my opinion. I mean, we just got to keep approaching the rest of the week with intensity and energy, sorry.
Yeah, what's it like to practice against Jalen Walker, especially when he's able to do so many different things and can be all over the field?
Yeah, he's a monster. I mean, he's one of those guys that he can rush from a 3 tech, he can rush from a 5, a wide 9. I mean, I'd put him over a nose, like as a nose guard too, if you wanted to. I mean, he can really do it all. And he's a big person, but he moves a lot better than what he looks like he can. I mean, he's a really stocky type build, and it makes us better. I love the fact that we have guys like him and Michael and Ty and Christian Miller and just all the guys that we have. I mean, to just iron sharpens iron, and I think it's awesome that we get to see each other every day.
Dylan, this isn't meant to come across as a gotcha type question, but how much is the team aware of, of comments made by Jalen Milroe after the game last year, how he felt the team quit during the game?
Yeah, I mean, we're aware, for sure. We're aware.
How did you react when you heard those comments?
Put my head down and grind. I think that's the attitude of our team, Just put our head down and grind.
Have any more for Dylan? All right, Dylan, thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
y'all.
Dylan.
Thank y'all.